In this video, we are going to install CubeZ 4-inch LED pods provided by Auxbeam for review. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Greg, and in this channel I create product reviews, mods, install guides of cool car accessories and gadgets. Four-inch pod lights with aviation grade aluminum alloy and a black glossy finish. Uses a DT plug connector for clean wiring. Has an adjustable angle bracket. This is a combo version and they do come in just a spot or flood pattern. It has a beam pattern of 150 degrees, 30 degrees spot, and 120 degrees flood, with a distance up to 1,234 feet. Uses 10 to 30 volts with 112 watts and 6.67 amps for the pair. LEDs are P8 5-watt chips. These are your DRL and amber turn signals, which uses 3030 SMD. Total lumens for the pair is 12,800 lumens with a lighting distance of 1 lux at 376 meters. Color temperature is 6500 K and 3000 K with the amber covers on. Deep rear fins for fast heat dissipation and a breather down the middle. They are IP68 waterproof and weigh about 5.5 pounds for the pair. Includes a pair of DT conversion harness, your DT wiring harness with a 30 amp fuse, your relay, and switch. This is your negative terminal and your positive terminal. Your screw accessory kit, a pair of amber covers, an Auxbeam sticker, instruction manual, and your wiring instructions. If you're interested in this product, I'm going to leave the product link in the description below. Now we're going to go ahead and install the lights onto the bracket. Just place them on top. Take your bolt, go ahead and place your bolt. Take your flat washer, your locking washer, and then your nut. Then you get a size 13 and just go ahead and tighten it up. Then you're going to repeat that step on the driver's side. Now for the wiring, we're going to go ahead and connect these. Connect the other conversion harness. So I'm not going to use their included DT wire harness, as I do want to connect them to my Auxbeam switch panel. So I went ahead and purchased these. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing these to wire it the way how I wired mine. Okay, then that we're just going to go ahead and connect it to the other end. Then we go ahead and extend the wires with some automotive wire. Connect them with these wire connectors. Then make sure they are waterproof with these heat shrink tubes. Alright, so I hid all the wires under here. You can see some of the red here. It's all hidden under there and comes out to here. So this is the extended wires from that light, and here is these wires not extended from this light. Again, this is just your positive and your negative. Next, I'm going to go ahead and attach some connectors to the ends of these wires. Alright, so I have attached connectors to these. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this Y splitter and just connect them accordingly. Connect this light. Now we're going to connect the other one. and here's your connection. Then these two here, your black and your red, two lines are gonna connect to your switch. Then I get another automotive wire, connect the black to the black and the red to the red. Okay, once that's connected, we're gonna go ahead and hide the rest of these under this panel here, then connect this to our box. Here's the wiring. I attached it to this 30 amp fuse, and it just hides underneath this panel. You can see it a little bit over here, and this is just for your power. Next, we're gonna go ahead and connect the DRLs. Now the white wire is your DRLs. You want to tap this into one of the fuses which have no current when the vehicle is off and has current when the vehicle is on. You can see I already have a few fuse taps here. I'm just gonna tap in directly to one of those. So here's how I connected the DRLs. I tapped the white one into this fuse, existing fuse tap, and then now I'm just gonna go ahead and zip tie and clean up the wires. That way it doesn't touch anything else. Okay, I have the DRL wires. All the bundles of wires are hidden behind this panel. There's your connector, DT connector, and I went ahead and zip tied it here to this loom so that way it just doesn't go anywhere. I'm not gonna do the turn signal as I don't really need another turn signal, but if you do decide to use a turn signal, this connects to your turn signal wire. Now same for the other side. I have an existing wire tap. I'm just gonna go ahead and connect the white wire to the existing wire tap. If you're wondering what the existing wire tap is, that's for my marker lights. There's the white wire, your DRL for the passenger side. You can see it's all tucked in. And your white wire there for the driver side. All right, so let's go ahead and start up the vehicle and see if the DRLs work. Now let's go ahead and test the main lights. Here they are, nice and bright, nice and sturdy. IP68 waterproof. And just with your DRLs. Here they are with your amber covers. If you have not done so already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll bring you more content just like this. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.